Every day I'm traveling.
Every day I'm traveling. Do, 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 do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hello there. I've got two other people. Their cameras ain't working. But do you need a camera to operate all the time? Absolutely not. We kind of do this on the fly. But this is the traveling owl. It's absolutely a show about us talking about us traveling around and the chaoticness that has come our way, cool stories, or just absolute wonderful legends that we just happen to come across. Uh, this wonderful episode, we are going to talk about crypting around West Virginia because me and the wonderful Raz T Slasher
Wow.
uh, was able to take a wonderful venture with my son Budsy, and we went down to West Virginia because for some reason my son thought it would be a great idea to do a 5K. I'm a bigger guy. 5Ks are nice to watch, but if you know anything about 5Ks or know anything about cross country, that is a spectator sport where the spectators get to do some moving around too. They just don't get to sit there, and it's not like a NASCAR race. I wish it was.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Only
him to do a
5K
lap
I do
dance.
is at the bank.
Nice. So, like I said, this adventure, uh, me, Rez, and Budsy was able to go down to West Virginia, and as we were going through West Virginia, um, we felt like Mother Nature wanted to make sure that we knew that she was not okay with us leaving the sound wonderful state of Ohio. So, Raz, um, I know, we picked you up from your house, and
Yes.
go ahead and start going through the stuff that you recollect, and we got some pictures later on.
Yeah. Keep in mind, I smoke a lot, copious amounts of marijuana, so I don't always have the best recollection of events. I remember all the highlights, but there's some details I remember. One thing I don't remember was the name of the book we listened to because we were listening to an audiobook about cryptids that was fucking amazing on the way down there. That's like one of my first things that like just pops into my brain thinking about this trip. But I know you had the ed print version of it, and we had the audio version in the car.
What? You mean this book right here? I would
That book.
never, ever advertise this book.
Oh,
I've even I've even
I
had
love
to
that book.
sign this book.
Hmm.
Yes, this is uh
Five
this is
stars.
actually this is actually one of the books I had somebody that watched off of the network, and he asked me to sign his copy. But yeah, it goes through 50 states and finds cryptids.
Hmm.
Um, since we were going on a cryptid adventure, I just had to have this, and I actually downloaded Audible so we could listen to it. But now, yes, now I have all of the 9 CDs that reads that book.
No, yeah. Like
Oh
all
yeah.
good stories should start with a book. They just should, and this one did. Now, mind you, this was a time where my health was at an all-time low. Unfortunately, during this vacation, so there was parts where, because the new medications I was on, that I was knocking the fuck out and snoring, dying while I'm snoring. It was a pretty tough time as far as that went. But I know there was portions of the way down that I was awake, then I was asleep, then I was awake, then I was asleep.
Yeah.
Um,
We
go ahead.
we actually had a really good time frame that we were like, oh, we're going to leave at this time, and
Yeah.
trying there at this time, and we actually did some great time, even though things tried killing us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was parts I was awake for the trip down, which I think I was a good. I was awake more on the way there than I was on the way back, most likely. Um, it was an easy trip. You know, it was good company. We were having conversations while we were listening to cryptid stuff. We were just having a good time. You know, just three guys out on the road having a good fucking time and not really worrying about anything. Not on the road. It was chill. And as far as road trips go, I would say it's one of the chillest ones I've ever had in my life. And it's not like a really long drive to where we were going. Like what, about 4 or 5 hours, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, we made one stop as soon
Yes.
as we got into West Virginia.
Yeah, and we went straight to he's a Mothman stuff over at Point Pleasant, and I had not been to any of the shops inside at all because the only time I was able to go, everything was shut down, and I just got to see the statue. So this time going, of course, we did get some people looking at us on the camera. Michelle and a couple other people like was looking at us on the camera when we were there, which is funny because that's what you guys did to me the last time I was there. But getting to go into all the, like, a lot of the little shops and stuff is pretty cool. I found out they have cryptid cigars at a little shop down there across the street. That place was pretty neat. Actually, no, no, never mind. That was at a different location. No, they had them there too. Yeah, they
Yeah,
had those there too. The Mothman cigars.
they did.
Yeah, yeah, they had the Mothman cigars there at one of the little shops. The trading company was really badass. It had so way more cryptid stuff than I imagined. Like I expected it to be largely focused on like Bigfoot and Mothman, but I mean, you saw a lot of flatwoods. I saw cryptid stuff from all across the United States and other countries, even chupacabra stuff in this store. So it was like an all in cryptids. They even included the creature from the Black Lagoon, which is a personal favorite of mine, monster wise. So that was kind of cool. Even though he's not a cryptid, it was really cool to see him mix with the cryptids because I feel like he's really the only universal monster that works with cryptids. So it was really cool seeing that represented there. And we got to play the legendary Mothman mini golf.
We
That
did.
was a really fucking cool experience. It was the shortest putt putt I think I've ever done. It was only like 8 or 9 holes, I think. Uh, but I had never seen that much in the way of like set dressing for mini golf. And I've done some really cool mini golfs that were like well themed, but this one went off the chain, dude. It had moving animatronics, sound effects, lighting. Like every time you were in each section was like so well themed, like you felt like you were really there. It was really cool.
Uh, it it also had a tree that scared the hell out of us.
That tree was awesome. I did
It
not expect that tree, man. That tree was like the Spanish Inquisition.
it there was so much that they took the story and this and that with Mothman,
Mhm.
and they did a fabulous job. There's a couple of things that we laughed about because we were like, "What the heck's that got to do with anything?" But
Yep. They had
they
creature from
did
the
it
Black Lagoon in there too, in one of the lab bay doors.
right, and it was really awesome just seeing how somebody's interpretation, somebody's artistic talent went ahead did it. Um, I will tell you now, it's a challenging course for
It is.
mini golf.
It's small, but it is very challenging. Surprisingly challenging.
Yeah, and after that we were able to go down because you got the trading post and then
Mhm.
above it is the
Good golf.
mini golf.
Yeah. And
So,
Jaden really wanted root beer.
yep, we got root beer and we were going to go back and go get a gallon of root beer and we kind of got like we'll make that into another adventure. Let's just
Right.
get back and trying to get back before the 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 final thing that we did.
Yeah.
And I apologize. I did not send that video to Friday, but it'll be coming here pretty soon because there was a goal to this.
That there was.
So getting back on the road with that after we were there, and mind you, it's hot.
Very fucking hot.
It was stupid hot. Um, I'm not gonna lie, it was stupid hot.
And here I
Uh,
am on my med, not supposed to be in direct heat or like extreme heat or direct sunlight. And let me just tell you, that went right out the window real quick.
it was yeah. So after that, we got back on the road and start having more adventures on listening to more cryptids, this and that. Followed the GPS. GPS tried getting us shot.
Yeah, a couple times.
Uh, Found out that my 4-wheel drive kicks in pretty freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, that was it. If we hadn't had that, I don't know what we could have done in a number of spots. To be honest.
Ah, I try pulling a trailer down that. Raz, do me a favor. Describe that road because it was a road.
The one that we were back and forth on the most.
Yeah, the one that was gravel.
So imagine that you are riding across the back of a brontosaurus, like a small brontosaurus, right? But like you're really high up. It's so narrow. You have to wonder if a second car could even fit down this without killing you both. Kind of narrow. You'd get the sections where the gravel you'd hit, and it would just kind of fall away. It would just kind of collapse, and whole chunks of gravel would slide down. Trees would just slide down to the road out of nowhere. It was
Yes,
it was terrifying when it was dry and under normal conditions.
I can only imagine when it was wet.
Yeah, which we will discuss later.
Yes. But I do want to point out as we were traveling through Ohio before we even hit the state line, Mother Nature tried to kill us.
Oh my god, the wall. I remember the wall.
So
Like, yeah, that was crazy, man.
Raz was fascinated at this wall to the point that Raz actually was talking about how this was a actual teleportation into a different world, that
Yes, an alternate reality.
a alternate reality and this and that. And the funniest thing is we ran through another wall and he said, I think we made it back into our reality.
It
But
was like a wall of water, and it was still. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, I grew up in a place where you'd have, there'd be a storm and it'd be raining in the front yard, but sunny and like dry in the front yard. I've experienced that. But we actually met the point where the sun and rain collided, and there was just this whole wall of water that we just went through into the storm. Like it was just an isolated incident, and it felt like we were going through a portal into like an alternate universe where it was suddenly pouring rain, and you could look behind you and see the sunshine, and in front of you and just see like the worst looking clouds I've ever seen. And it was torrential. This downpour was fucking torrential.
I know that
so
feeling.
mind you, we were going somewhere around 70 miles per hour.
Yep.
And we hit this wall, and instantly we were 40 to 35 mile per hour right beside a semi,
Yep.
with still no visibility. And here I am going, I have a platform on the back of the vehicle. Hopefully the lights are going to work. And then the second part to that was, I am in a total whiteout with a white vehicle. Hopefully we don't die.
Yep.
But we made it past the semi. We made it past everything. And finally it opened up. And when it opened up, it was like, you guys didn't get no rain on this side at all. What
Not that
happened?
bad. Yeah.
So then we were able to make it to Point Pleasant. Then we
Yeah.
got done with that stuff. But yeah, that was still in Ohio. Once we got to around our location and we went down this road, there's a sign that says do not turn this way.
Yep.
But you don't see the sign until you already turned, and it says GPS has lied to you.
Yep.
And there was a nice gentleman. He's like, "So, where are you guys headed?" I said, "Apparently not here."
Mm-hmm.
The guy was really nice. He gave us directions on where we were going. He said the GPS is told them to go through his property all these times, and he's talked to Google, and Google's just like, "Oh, okay, well, we'll get that fixed." Well, never's been fixed.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's actually a road, but he was too nice to think negative
Yeah.
about him.
It
Plus,
was
he had
very
a
nice
mailbox
about it.
there.
Yep.
He had a mail. So,
Yep.
told us how to get around, and then as soon as we start getting close to our destination, and we were on the road, that was the last road that we had to turn on before we had to go where we were going. Raz, do you remember what we found?
Was that the deer?
That was the Warna deer.
Yeah, warning deer.
And we call it Warna deer because this thing was there, and if I didn't slow down, I probably would have went shooting off of the road.
Oh, because it had this really weird curve thing.
Yeah, the hill went up, the hill went down, the hill went back up, and as it was going back up, it slightly went down, and then there was like a instant right turn.
It was more of a bank than an actual turn, like a roller coaster style bank.
Yeah, it just was like, man, this is wow.
And that deer was
So
just in there. It was just chilling. It was just sitting there, just chilling out by the side of the road. It wasn't trying to cross. It wasn't trying to go nowhere. It was just there to warn you about that. We're pretty sure about that turn.
no, it was actually in the middle of the road, just
So
chilling.
was it in the middle?
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was in the middle that time.
It was in the middle, and the second time we seen that thing, he was in the middle too.
One of the times he was on the side. But I think that might have been when we were coming back.
Yeah, we seen another one that was off to the side.
Yeah.
But yeah, beautiful country down there.
And our very own cryptid, the warning deer.
Yeah. Anyway, so as we got past this warning deer, because it took its sweet ass time getting off the damn road, and we
it was
were
like
cracking
judging,
jokes.
and it was just staring at us and judging us while it slowly went by.
Yeah. As bad as half of the stuff that we pop up on this network judging you, this deer was absolutely like whatever. And it didn't jump over the fence. No, it walked right over the fence line, and it's like whatever. And it's like, okay. So we went ahead, get down to this place, and start checking into the campsite.
Yep.
Very, really nice woman. I can't say enough about this nice woman. Looks at me and goes, you picked site 2. And I said, yeah. And she goes, what are you coming for? I said, just to relax, this and that. And she goes, oh, you don't want that site. Oh, okay. I don't want that site. And she goes, no, you want this site over here. Okay, I want this site over here. Here, let me doctor this up and redo this. And there you go. You got your new site. I said, okay. Mind you, it's not very clear on how to get to the site very much.
No, nothing is clear at this campground. And this was an Army Engineer Corps created this campground, like they chiseled between the mountain range to create this campground. You can tell it was created, and they did an amazing job in the creation of this campground. I just think maybe people that took it over need a little work.
And it's fine, but I will tell you, it was great. Baker's Run Campgrounds is where we went.
I would definitely stay there again, though, for sure.
Preferably not in the heat like that.
Yeah, or the other part.
or bring a generator, for freaking sake. There's reasons that you might want to bring a generator.
Yeah.
So anyway, as we were doing this this whole thing, we got the first tent set, or we got the one tent set up, and then the lovely lady told us, well, that's not your site. Um, this right here is yours. So we actually had to scoot ours over
Yeah.
a little bit, but we made it work. Like I said, this campsite was so dang cheap. I got a feeling next time I'll just buy a couple campsites
Right.
and just do whatever I want on that.
Yeah. And mind you, when he says tent, what he means is this giant, amazing, like, what do you call the pop ups, the awning pop ups?
Yeah, it hooks up to the two sides of a 10 by 10 pop up tent.
And then my
It's
tent was
awesome.
the smaller version of that connected to the third side. And the fourth side was
Yeah.
open facing the truck and stuff.
Yep. Don't worry, we got videos.
Yes. And this dude, I have never seen so many lines ran for a tent in my life. Now, mind you, thank God, or Cthulhu, or whoever you pray to, that he used this many lines to secure this tent. And I'd also never seen anyone use the drill stakes that you'd had. That's the first time I'd ever seen those. And that was
Yeah.
also fucking brilliant.
Yeah. I'm not
They're
gonna
literally
lie.
stakes that screw into the ground, people. They use them forever from now on when you go camping. They will save your ass.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad that I purchased them, and I was like, man, these are the best things in the world.
They really
Um,
are, dude.
I, I just, man, what the goal was to go there, stay intense, and have ourselves a good time. It was so hot that we did not want to have a fire.
And we didn't need to, which sucked because I love fires, but it would have killed us.
Yeah, it just, man, there was other campsites. They had fires. This and that, but um,
We
so
had a
we got
fire in our heart. It's okay.
yeah. So the first day that we got there, we said, hey, we're going to stay there and no problem. And uh, we were all proven wrong. The first problem occurred on the first night. Mind you, we this campsite, and I will point this out. Okay, we arrived on a Thursday. Okay, stayed Thursday, Friday into Saturday. Saturday we had to leave. I want to point out that this campsite, if you go and you want Friday and Saturday, you got to get Sunday also. It does not allow you to only have these days. It has to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you go into Thursday, you got to pay for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right.
So just really think about that. I found that out. It's okay, really cheap campgrounds.
Worth it.
So we went ahead and we got everything set up. At least we thought we had everything set up that we needed. What we did was we wanted to make sure that we got all comfortable, got the seats out, this and that. Now, here's the worst part about this campgrounds. If you have a homework assignment to do, you do it on a piece of paper and you hand it in the next week because reception, cell phone service, none.
I think I was the only one that had cell service when I was sitting over by that picnic table.
Right, you were, and the thing was, his was so intermitting.
Yeah.
Horrible. My cell phone GPS couldn't tell us how to get the hell out.
No, it could not.
We had a pretty good idea, but yeah. So we went ahead and had ourselves a good time. The first getting everything set up, and I am a person that says, let's work, get everything set up, and then we'll just laugh and have a good time.
Yeah.
When it's time to leave, we go ahead and we work our tails off to get everything packed up and get the hell out.
Yeah.
There's a story in this story. We'll talk about the packing up and trying to get the hell out. Because Raz knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Also,
Mind you,
camp juice, man.
yeah, yeah. Um, Camp Juice is awesome. If you guys go to a K Rogers, they have got like these packets that make half a gallon. Two packets will make a full gallon. Um, we did raspberry lemonade mixed with grape. It was great. Hydration. Um, just everybody got food. Everybody got a chance to make sure that they got food in their tummies. It was so hot. Who in the hell really wanted to eat too much?
Did we
No
have
one
burgers or
necessarily.
something that night?
We did. First night we had burgers. I remember what we had the second night too. But the
Yeah.
first night we had hamburgers. But this is where Mother Nature hates us. The
Or
first
bless us,
night,
depending on how you look at it.
yeah. So the first night or first day, we got a severe thunderstorm that had wind. It was like a severe amount of wind. And
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, man, man, whatever. But we made it through. Someone said that there was a tornado that wasn't too far away and this and that, but everybody was safe. Everybody's good. So we made it through that, got dinner. We went and explored the campgrounds a little bit, but we didn't want to do too much because our main goal was to go ahead, get some sleep, wake up the next morning, get ourselves breakfast, and head to our first museum to go and do some cryptid stuff. Well,
Yeah.
actually, second museum because we did stop at Mothman. We just didn't go
Yeah.
through the museum part.
And here's also where my nights are a little bit backwards. I remember everything happened at night, but I don't remember what night certain things happened on.
Okay.
Like the power outage, for example. I don't remember. I think that was the second night, but I can't remember for sure.
Yep, it was.
Okay. Then
So
okay, then that helps because a lot of the stuff I'm thinking then happened on the second night.
yeah, uh, a lot of things tried killing us on the second night. So first night into the second day, we woke up. Everything was good. Everybody's happy. Everybody's like really cheerful. We wanted to get on the road. We got on the road, and the first place we stopped was the Flatwoods Monster Museum.
Yep.
That's in Sutton, West Virginia. So we went through there, and once
And if you're
again,
a Fallout fan, there was a lot of Fallout 76 stuff to see the entire time we were on this trip. And Sutton is another of the locations you go to in the game.
So as we go, and we will get into pictures, and trust me, there's pictures that we have of this stuff. We get through the museum, and the museum is free. It's free. Then after that, we got in the vehicle, and we took off for the Bigfoot Festival. And when
Yep.
we went to the Bigfoot Festival, the what I remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, what I remember is as soon as we got there, I made the comment, "There's a Porter John. That must mean we're close." Well,
Yep,
there's a
I remember
sign.
that.
And then as soon as we pulled in, I was like, "We must be in the right place, boys, because there's a cutout of a Bigfoot." And every Bigfoot, as you went through, mind you, how long did it take us to get through that line? Half hour, 45 minutes?
An eternity.
And the thing was, I was like,
Yeah.
thank goodness the ARC's going, boys, because this would be horrible.
Oh yeah, it was
So,
nuts, dude. Oh, they also gave us stuff too when we were in the line. I think that was closer to the front of the line. The Bigfoot scratch off ticket.
Yeah. As soon as you win, you paid for your admission in, they would give you Bigfoot scratch off tickets. So we went ahead and sure enough, was doing the Bigfoot scratch off tickets.
I remember I won a free soda
Yeah.
from a local
So,
gas station that they came
so
up with.
did it was the Go station or something?
Yeah, it was me and Jaden that got the free ones, I think.
Yep. And I got nothing. I did. I got nothing. It just said bear luck scratching next time. Mind you, this card, it was pretty cool. It had a picture of a Bigfoot going up to a tree and scratching itself.
Yep.
So there was some comical to that. They told us, make sure you go and you park. You're going to park over there by the hill. Go ahead and this. And it's like, okay. Person goes, okay. You next person you come up to, he's like, oh, you're going to go turn here, go up the hill, da da da. And I'm like, should I just go to the next person? Yeah, just go to the next person. Okay. Because, there's a line of these people. See that guy in green shirt? Go to him. Go to him. And just
And
keep going,
meanwhile,
right?
I was telling all of them that were there for a family reunion.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that. Oh, man. Man, as soon as I got up to the person's like, oh, yeah, welcome. Da, da, da. I said, yeah, man, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people here. Yeah, this Bigfoot festival is a big thing. And I said, I came for a family reunion. And the first girl just looked at me and goes, what? Second guy, he thought that was funnier than heck. Third girl, she's like, that's funny. But we finally get there and get parked, and I looked at Rez, and I looked at Budsy, and I told him, I said, just for verification, if the parking brake goes out on my vehicle will take out a lot of people because it's aiming straight for the stage. And Jane goes, yeah, well, hopefully it's a good car that you picked. Mind you, this was the very first pretty good voyage for my vehicle after my other one got struck by a dump truck and sent up a telephone pole.
Right.
How do you hit a parked car like that? Anyway.
I'd say very carefully, but obviously they weren't being very careful.
No. So here we are at this festival, and you have pretty good, awesome people from Mountain Monsters there. You have the Turtle Man, he was there. The guy that does stuff with the Turtle Man, and a couple other guys from Finding Bigfoot and this and that was all at this festival. Got a really wonderful picture from the Turtle Man addressed to my son, and wish that he would do a really good. Mind you, reason that we came was that there was a cryptid 5K.
Yeah.
That is the main thing. We wanted to make sure we had all the information for the 5K. This is the main part for this.
Yes.
We went through all the flea markets, this and that. I bought some jerky, pretty good jerky.
It was good.
Bought some barbecue sauce, pretty good barbecue sauce. Got some random stuff. There is a mug I have that's got a cutout of a Bigfoot.
That's a cool mug too.
Told my son he can have the drink, but I want the mug. And he goes, I don't get the mug. I said, if you want the mug, we'll go and get you one too. He goes, no, I'm good. Okay. So we went ahead and just looked at the flea market. They had chainsaw people there, which made me want to take a chainsaw and scare people and chase them.
Their stuff was cool, really cool though. It was neat, man. It was a sculpture contest they were doing the next day for Bigfoot sculptures or whatever.
Yeah, and I do want to point out one of them. I seen on TikTok later on, and I was like, "Hey, I remember you guys at the Bigfoot Festival." Oh yeah.
I remember we
So
got pretty far down. There was a booth that had these really cool walking canes, but then we took a left on this weird little path and sat at a shelter there for a little while and relaxed.
we did
It
right
was
past the.
pleasant.
It was right past the pickles.
Yes, the pickles. That's what was next to the walking cane booth.
Yep.
You didn't tell
Yep.
me about it.
Oh, you gotta know this. You want to talk about different type of pickles? This
I've
guy
never
had
seen so many barrels.
pickles. He got barrel after barrel of pickles that he was just like selling pickles, and it was just like, man, okay. If I ate pickles, I would like this, but I don't like pickles, so it was not helping me at all. So this festival was a very fun festival. Um, we took a seat at the shelter, and I told the guys, I was like, hey, so here's what I'm thinking. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I'm thinking. And they said, okay. I said, we should get out of here. We should go to this Walmart. It ain't too far away.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see what's going on and this and that. And we all agreed that it was just way too hot for us to keep doing this because
Mm-hmm.
we were all going to get sick. So we got out of there. Went to the Walmart. The Walmart has this beautiful painting or picture, painting, mural inside of it that has everything to do with the Flatwoods Monster. Loved it.
Mind you, I did not see this because I chose to stay outside and vape because I needed to not be sober for a little bit. Meanwhile, also, the basement of my house was flooding back home. So I was on the phone dealing with that as well.
Right. So we went ahead and got what we needed. We got it in the vehicle, this and that. Start heading back. And before we got too far, we all took a group vote. Do we want to go for Chinese or do we want to go for something I've never ate at called Shoney's? We went
Yep.
to Shoney's.
There was one other thing we did before Shoney's.
What did we do?
We went back to the Flatwoods Museum and also went to the Bigfoot Museum. That was right down the street from it because they were selling CryptoZoo cards.
Yes, but I think that was after Shoney's.
Oh no, you're right. It was after Shoney's. It was. You're right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
But earlier in the day, he had seen a pack and he had bought one and then bought more of them later.
Right.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm back on track in my brain now.
Yeah. So we went ahead and we went to because what happened was they were talking about the Bigfoot Museum
Mhm.
in Sutton, and that's when Budsy goes, "Oh, I know where that is. I seen that."
I remember
What
that.
do you
Yeah.
mean you seen it? He goes, "Yeah, we came out of Flatwoods Monster. It's right down the street." So us, why not?
We got to talk a little bit more about Shoney's because Shoney's was pretty magical. That food was fucking amazing, dude. It hit me. I don't know if it's because I was that high or tired or hot. I don't know what it was, but it was like an oasis in the desert. And our server had a really interesting name. I can't remember what it was now.
Wasn't it Cherry? Cherry.
They were all named after like soda or something like that. It was really weird. Like all the names of everyone that worked there was like soda related or something. Man, it might have been.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just know we were like, oh yeah, this and that. And I said, you know what? My treat, guys, whatever, we'll get this. Come to realize the buffet is like got prime rib on it. Boy,
Yeah.
did that feel.
Oh,
But it was okay. It was okay. We got done with that, and then we got back. And when we got back, I was like, okay, we're good. Once we did all that, Raz,
I'm thinking we
think-
did that on the way out on Sunday, didn't we?
yeah, I think the second
Yeah.
time through.
Yeah, you're right. That was on our way out. We decided to do that and linger a little bit instead of going to back to Point Pleasant.
Right.
So yeah, you're right. That was on the way back. But he did buy that day though. He did buy that one pack.
He bought that one pack, and
And
the
we talked
next
about
day,
how it was such a bummer that the yeah, okay, we'll get to
yep,
that when we get to it. Gotcha.
yep. Next day, we went ahead and did one up. But yeah, so what we did was we were heading back. We got back, and when we got back, we were just like, okay, it is starting to get, it's starting to get, the light is down a little bit, but it is nothing. And you can just hear cracking of thunder, this and that, and it's like, okay. So here we are, me, Raz, and Jaden, and we're sitting. And once again, we have video of this, how bad
And
this was.
the way it started though, it was really interesting because the night before when we had the storm, where our campsite was specifically sitting on that little picnic table, like you see the storms coming from multiple different sides. Like I said, they chiseled right through this fucking mountain to build this campground. So when there's storms and stuff, it's like coming over the mountains and you can see it coming from different directions. But that night or that evening when we got back, it was coming from all the directions. It was like we were in the middle of it.
Right. And that was when we got there, we got back, we had to batten down the hatches, everything taken care of. And we found out that there was a severe thunderstorm along with a flash flood. And the flash flood, we're like, oh, okay, well, oh no, that was a flash flood.
Oh
That
yeah, it came down the mountains on every fucking side and just flooded that fucking gully, dude. It just flooded it.
Oh, it was horrible. Did we learn a lesson? Absolutely not.
The tents didn't get that bad inside though. There's a couple of
No,
spots.
no, because after we realized that, oh, there's a situation going on, and once again, we'll show you the situation with this.
Yeah.
So, let's see. We got done with that. Everything got cooled down. Everything's relaxed. And then
No shower.
we realized that the bathrooms had no lights. We realized nothing had lights.
And the way we realized that at first was because we all decided to go take a shower. I had to shit really bad. Like I'm talking like turtle head poking out bad. It was
that
real
was
bad.
that was Friday.
Oh, there was no, we missed that part then.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. So let's dial
Yeah.
back for a second. I had to shit real bad. And he's like, okay, I'll drive you up. I'm like, all right. We get up there. They're starting to take showers and stuff. I'm going to take a shower too. I did when they were done. I had to shit so bad that when I got out of his vehicle, literally my body said nope and started evacuating when I took about a step away from his car. And I had to go up, go around, go inside, and literally the shit hit the floor before I made it to the toilet. Like I was in the stall, but I shat myself right there in that stall right before I could sit down. I'm like, son of a bitch. No, I
Yeah.
got pretty lucky here because they were solid logs, so that made life a little easier. I did have to put a pair of boxers in a trash can, though. Unfortunately, I did lose a pair of boxers on this trip. It was that bad.
Yeah. Yeah. But we had light on Friday. Saturday we did not.
Nothing.
And you could hear the generator starting, you could hear this, you could hear that, and you're like, okay, something's going on. Sure enough, we went up to the bathroom and there ain't no lights, there ain't nothing. I mean, there was water because the water tank was higher than the building.
Yeah.
But the next day, they still had no power.
Yeah. But being the haunters we are, we don't need light to navigate
You're right.
and move through
You're right.
spaces.
We don't. And
we did some frog hunting that night too, didn't we, with Jaden that night as well?
We did for a little bit, and then I told him he needed to go get some sleep. We went to the bathroom, and we've seen some teenage kids that were messing around, doing old school messing around. The old school where the lights are off and everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
They're trying to scare each other. We're trying to scare each other.
I keep going, making really weird comments, and the whole time Pyle's in the bathroom. I'm doing this and making more sounds and getting louder about it. And they look over and they said, "What is that glowing light? What is that glowing light?" They were freaking out. It was my cigarette, by the way. They could not see me at all. Even when I inhaled my cigarette, they could not see my face. It was that dark. And they didn't know there was a person standing over there or a vaguely human shaped blob, according to them, until they got they're pretty close to me, but they still never saw my face or like, nothing.
Right. So, as we were walking away, they decided that they were gonna go down to the playground. Which, whatever. It's dark. You guys, you're using your cell phones, and here we are walking in the dark, going, yeah, whatever light we can see, you know. I made a sound, and you would have thought you killed those girls. They
I
screamed
guarantee
like,
they heard this throughout the whole campground because it just echoed.
oh yeah. They freaked out, but it's like, okay, well, and we're sitting there, we're talking about stuff, and these kids are coming back, and I said, we need to go to sleep. So we got our sleep. We woke up the next day.
We did consider for about 10 minutes of just driving down to the playground and terrorizing them and chose not to do it. We did miss the rain dance was that day.
Yeah.
Before all this happened, it was coming down so bad it was starting to get into the tents. We were like in the tents holding them up. We were doing crazy shit. Which that's the video that Pyle was referring to. It was our anti-rain dance. And also we taught your son how to play a card game he'd never played before.
Yep.
We played Asshole, and I think I was the president in every hand.
You were. And I was getting so tired. I was like, you know what? I need to go to sleep.
Yep.
But me and Raz stayed up for a while.
And it was gorgeous out, dude. Like, even when the power went down, even with the rain, when the rain stopped, like, the stars out there, dude, were huge. And they were bright as fuck. And it was gorgeous. And I sat there on the picnic table there for a while, just hanging out. And then I wasn't feeling that great, so I ended up sleeping in your car that night.
Yep. Next morning, we woke up, started doing breakfast. As I'm, like, getting breakfast around, this and that, I look over and I see a camper or a person that was camping that had a canoe, and he freaking lost the canoe, and then he backed up and he ran the canoe over.
Yep.
Then he was so frustrated he just picked up his campsite and left.
Yep.
But yeah, so we did all that, and then it was the time for Jaden to run, and we got going towards the 5K area. And this is where it gets interesting.
And we got there early, by the
We
way.
did get there early. But this is where this gets interesting. On the way back through, we could see where there was like a lot of places that got washed out.
Like, completely washed out.
Like their driveways were needing to be put back in their driveway.
Yeah. All over this tiny little brontosaurus back ass road.
Right. There was a tree that was down. We had to go completely around the tree into the grass just to get around it.
On the side of a mountain.
Yep. And there was also a creek right through there.
Yep.
Every place that you would see that was low, the water was rushing.
Yep.
So as we keep on going, we get there, and I told Jaden, I said, "Are you ready?" He goes, "Yep, I'm ready."
That was the third day in a row we saw warned deer.
Yeah. Jaden told me that the 5K was like you were following arrows and not knowing where the arrows were. He got lost one point during this 5K that he was freaking the heck out, and he slammed on the brakes because he seen some deer, and he looks over and there's an arrow. He's like, "Oh, well, okay." The 5K was so challenging that there is a cross country college student that said that this course was ridiculous and it was horrible.
People
But
were running into tall grass, getting cuts, like falling, and plus the areas of it were washed out still.
so yeah, I mean it was a very interesting 5K. Jaden completed it. He was
Mhm.
like number 15
Yep.
or 13. Very proud of him. Then we went ahead and was like, you guys want to look for anything? No, not really. And then Rez, do you remember what the
I,
funnest thing about this was?
I lost my wallet. I was freaking out. I went to every place I had been, every place I thought to be. And the crazy part is, the place that I knew it had to be, where that I checked back the most often at, was the place they actually found it. But they found it right after I dropped it initially. So I spent another hour after that when someone had already found it, not knowing someone had found it, because the main people didn't know yet at this point. So I'm calling home, telling them to put a don't cancel the cards, but like put a pause on the cards so no one can use anything. I'm freaking out. I was looking at shit right before then. I knew already what I was going to go back and buy. I was freaking out, and then of course the lady running the 5K was the one that found it, and I got it back, and I bought me a T-shirt that I'm wearing right now. It's basically the Mountain Dew logo, but it says Mountain Dude, and there's a Sasquatch like leaning
Right.
against the letters.
Right.
Pretty awesome.
We got done with that and we went back to Sutton. That's when we did the Bigfoot Museum. And we went back to the Flatwoods Monster. And I told my son, I said, go in there and buy a box of those cards. So this entire time, I told him, I said, now you'll have to leave 3 cards for your sister. He opened every pack.
Yeah, we were talking about what he found there, and this is a throwback to the first Pal and Raz adventure at the Frogman Festival when we first discovered these cards, and like one of the creators of these cards.
Right.
It's basically like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon Magic style card game, but with cryptids.
Right. And now the company has been bought and they're remaking cards and they're doing a great job at the cards. And my house probably has 3 pack or box packs that have been opened up, and there's a UFO one that is up in the living room that none of the kids have touched yet.
I'm thinking about buying some of those so we can all play it, man.
It's best price I've found is Walmart.
Nice.
But anyway, this is all being done.
Mm-hmm.
And we go ahead, we get the stuff, and it's hot. We get back to the campsite, and it is Saturday, and I'm tired. Rez is tired. Jaden is tired. But we've got to get back. We had something that was going on Sunday. We had to get back. We couldn't stay another day. So here we got the tent down, and we're packing stuff up. Raz, we got 75 to 90% completely packed up.
I'd say 90% definitely.
Okay, 90% of our stuff is packed. We're playing Jenga, trying to figure out how in the heck we did this to begin with. And here comes a woman that's on a golf cart.
Mm-hmm.
Looks over at us, looks at me, and goes, do you have reservations? Yeah, I said, yeah. And she goes, you do? I said, yeah. I said, we're packing up. We're leaving. We've been here since Thursday. And she goes, really? I said, yeah. I said, look, I even got one of those little dangly things by my mirror. And she looks in my car and she goes, huh. I said, this is that campsite. And she goes, yeah, it is. You said you're taking off? I said, yeah. And she goes, well, I'll make sure that I put that you're taking off. That way, you might get your money back for the 1 day. And I said, okay. And I'm like thinking, there ain't no way, the way that reservation was, ain't no way you're going to get any money back. Didn't care. Whatever. So we get out there and we get packed up. And I said, hey guys.
After having to
thank you.
unpack the bed in the back and then repack it again, then we left.
We did. We got her. And I told them, I said, hey guys, thank you very much for getting this done. I'm whooped. You guys are whooped. And Jane's like, yeah. So before we left, we went to this gas station so they could get their free drinks.
Yep.
And I got something. And I looked over at Rez. I said, do you know what's right across the street? And he goes, Little Caesars.
Mm-hmm.
And we bought like $18 worth of Little Caesars pizza stuff.
Yep.
And we're like cruising down the road and, had this entire goal.
Yep.
Had to get back. Somehow, some way, I got a wrong turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured out later, like months later, how I got that wrong turn. Because
I still didn't even know.
I did the exact same thing. And I was like, well, hell, no, this ain't taking me where I want to go. But it's fine. So I got it. And what happened was right before you get in Chillicothe, I made the wrong turn right there. It's got construction, and I thought it was kind of confusing. We ended up in Hillsboro, right?
Yep.
Hillsboro, because we were going to go Columbus, but Hillsboro, we went to Ponderosa.
Yep, but out there was one in Hillsboro.
This is the fanciest Ponderosa.
It was like the old school, like the stoneware plates. I mean, like the old school Ponderosa. Like before, it was like the big chain. I think it was like an original store.
Yeah, it was amazing. I'm not going to,
Yeah, it was.
So, got there, and right before we got there, that's when we ran into the second wall of rain.
Yep.
And you want to talk about bad rain. It's just like, oh my gosh, we're all going to die. Got out of it. And once we got out of it, I was super happy. Because, Ponderosa,
the sun was shining. It was beautiful. It was like literally coming out of hell. All of a sudden, it just stopped just like that first wall.
Yep.
But it reversed.
So, got that done. We ate. We enjoyed ourselves. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that one did not have Granny Panty dropping cake.
Nope.
It's okay. It's okay.
And I still haven't been to that one.
Really, really good food, though. And then finally we got back and dropped Raz off. And I told Budsy, this is the time that you talk to me because we need to make it one more hour before we get home.
Mm-hmm. And then he called me when he got home. Well, he forgot it first, and then I called him.
Right.
Or texted, maybe. I think I texted.
You passed out.
No, I texted him, and I passed out.
You text me, and I messaged him as soon as I got in bed.
Yep.
So, anyway, that is our story, but with the wonderful assistance of Friday, we have pictures, and what we can do is we can pop up the pictures and we can explain it, or we can go through the videos because the videos give a lot of detail.
Oh my God, Michelle hasn't even seen these yet.
From the Mothman Museum?
No.
Okay.
No, this is the anti-rain dance.
Oh, okay. I sent you the Mothman Museum pictures.
So, all right. Apparently the sound is not playing.
That's me dancing. That's the anti-rain dance.
So,
fun fact, that dance is actually called the Magical Cow. I've been doing it since high school.
So, basically what is going on in that is There is a video that goes before that because we're showing, hey, this is what the rain is doing. That is, yep, that's before it.
That's the prequel.
No, that's, yeah.
Yeah, I was putting my hands up to hold the top of the tent up. That's what I was doing over there.
Yep, that's demonstrating what we were doing here. See how much rain is coming off of that tent? Yeah. But that is also where Jaden comes to realize that he stuck his stuff right there, and there was a little rain that was getting on. I was like, why did you? He goes, you told me to move it. I said, no. I said, if it's going to get rained on, you got to move it. Not move it there.
Yeah, not move it to where it would get in the rain.
But there's the little thing that I had all that stuff packed on.
Yep.
And that car was totally packed of coolers and everything.
If it hadn't had so much weight on it, we'd have probably flown right off that fucking Brontosaurus back road.
Yeah. But did that. And in the sound of one, if it did play the sound, it was going to be awesome. The sound would have been me going, and 2 Raz for weather. And he goes, it's fucking raining.
Yep, it's fucking raining.
So, yeah, that was when it was trying to flood. And it's like, okay. So this is the 5K.
Oh, yeah.
This is the beginning of the 5K. This is all the runners. You can see the really fast ones, and then all side you see the slower ones, and then you can also see the walkers.
Yep.
But yeah, kudos to them. There goes Jaden. You know, Jaden's doing Jaden. Okay. Hopefully she pulls up the next one. Is the video of them freaking climbing that and going across it, because it's like, no. No. I don't want to drive my car up that. And these people were running that? Oh gosh. But yeah. I don't know what she's got net and coming at us next here. Yep, there it is.
Back to how they were going then.
Yep, they were all running that, and then they were curving and this and that, and it's like, nope. And that, let me just tell you, that doesn't look that bad. But I do want to point out that I'm pretty freaking tall. So you guys want running up an incline? It was just absolutely like, oh boy. Yeah. I do also want to point, in that video was my white car with that little tag. That little tag in the windshield that said what campsite.
And the cool thing is, there was a Jeep right next to where we parked. They had all these like badges and things in their car. And later on, I asked the guy what it was about. He said that he does an off-roading competition with his Jeep. With it, all kinds, there's like trail driving and all kinds of really cool shit that he does, which made me kind of, I don't know, maybe kind of want to look into that someday.
This was the first video. This was the first video of us showing how bad it was going, and then we all realized, oh my gosh, it was raining.
Yep.
Now, mind you, I did send these in order, but when they downloaded and finally got to her, they were in so many different orders. So I told her, I said, we're just gonna have to figure this one out. But yeah, that's actually the first one. Then the second one was us kind of showing around this and that and showing how bad it's raining. And then the third one was dumping water off. And the fourth one, because there is another one coming up, is us playing Splish Splash. There was so much rain that we were actually splashing the rain that was underneath.
I hear audio.
She's like, you heard nothing from me.
Lies.
Can you hear me?
I can. Now I can't. Now I can.
It was just a dream.
Now I can't.
Dude, I can't tell. It's not working right.
And then
I did not receive the video.
Oh, you did not receive the video of the boots going splishy splash?
No.
mind you, because of the construction, the amount of guidelines, and just drilled down stakes, we were pretty much dry.
Yeah. But the thing was, Raz's tent got water in it because that's when we realized that there was so much water that it was actually creating them water bladders.
Yeah. I didn't get a
And we're
lot,
like,
but just a little bit.
let's see here.
Side note, the passenger seat of his vehicle is comfortable to sleep in.
Yeah, that is the hill. I know it doesn't look that bad, but it really is a nasty hill to walk. It's even nastier to run. But if you want, we could go through pictures. Raz, you're the one that took the pictures.
Oh yeah, it's Monopoly board from Braxton County, also in obviously in West Virginia. There's some cryptid stuff on there. It's all about the monsters and such of Braxton County. Which again, if you're a Fallout fan, there's a lot of stuff from Fallout in there too. I took lots of pictures.
He's like, my phone's dead. And he said, here's mine. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I used mine until it died. I got some really good pictures.
This is the picture of the rainbow, and you can see the kids. The kids are not playing on their phones; they're actually playing in that water stream.
Yeah, I thought
Which
this
is
was actually
amazing.
I'm not a photographer, but like I feel like that's a really beautiful picture though. The kids playing, the rainbow, the smoke coming out of the mountain.
And I will tell you, right there on the bottom left, underneath those trees,
Mhm.
is my Explorer along with our total campsite.
Yep.
And now you can see that our campsite is bigger than my car.
Yep.
Go big or go home. Picture of me and Budsy.
That would be the
That
Flatwoods
is-
Monster.
Yeah, that's actually a costume that someone made for the Flatwoods Monster, and it sits in that museum. And those are the cards right there. He's got them. It's got
Yep.
Babe the Blue Ox on that one pack there.
Yep. The Tall Tales thing. Oh, more Flatwoods
There-
Monster.
And there's the pop mug.
Yep.
The soda mug. Yep. That's the miniature golf. Me and
Yep. Mother Museum
Buds in
golf.
it. Yep. That is now here's the kicker. This is a picture of Jaden just crossing the finish line. But he doesn't know because they didn't mark it. And he got so confused. So he turns and goes past Wild Bill and then starts running again.
Yep. And
I was
Wild
like-
Bill's where the mug came from.
I was like, hey, dude, we're done. What? Yeah, we're done. That is a picture of the whole campgrounds
Mhm.
that you can see. That is a picture on top of the hill where the showers are.
Yep.
That's the Bigfoot Museum.
Yeah. I just like to document things. There's like lots of cool pictures in there.
Bigfoot Museum. Jaden
This
found
was-
the Bigfoot.
Yeah, it was a giant thing where you had to like find the Bigfoot in the painting.
This is our cousin Eddie.
Yep.
At the family reunion.
And this guy was cool as hell because he had what was it he had? Oh my god.
Hopefully
There's
he
something-
had ice packs. Good lord.
There's something he was standing on and going around on.
No, that wasn't that one.
Oh, you're right. That was the Elvis Bigfoot.
The Elvis Bigfoot had something.
Yeah.
This guy just was walking around.
It was like a hoverboard thing he had. Yeah, you're right. There's me in the Flatwood Monster chair
Yep.
with the other shirt I bought when I was there.
That is the
It's
first picture. And mind you, the person that's bending over in this photo is the kid that was from the college cross country team. And he just finished not too far in front of Jaden.
Yeah.
And Budsy was just absolutely like, okay. And then he start running again. I was like, where you going? He goes, I said, you're done. What?
That's Bigfoot Museum again. I took a lot of pictures in there. That's the Flatwoods Museum. Flatwoods.
the Nuka-Cola.
Yep. Bigfoot Museum. Different casts, different people made of Bigfoot's foot. Back to Flatwoods Museum.
And there's Mothman.
Yep.
That was Sunday morning.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Damn, I'm
Sunday
better at
morning.
taking pictures than I remembered.
These are mine.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, that's so weird then.
Dude, you were still sleeping. I was frying bacon
Oh, yeah.
when I was taking these pictures. That is right after Mother Nature tried flooding us.
I took one of
Jay-
those too for my phone with the rainbow and the stuff on mine too before it died.
Friday, go back one. Okay, this is how you know that your son, and let me point this out. This is how you know that your son is at that age. Ready? He looks at this and goes, so beautiful, Dad. I said, yeah, pretty damn cool, isn't it? He goes, yeah, it looks like a girl with two boobs, and you're looking right through her boobs, and you can see the bump of her vagina as she pees a rainbow.
Yep.
Really, Jaden? He goes, yeah, it's beautiful.
Michelle is dying over here in the passenger seat of my vehicle.
I can't make this up. He said that, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, continue. Away from this rainbow pee. Bigfoot Museum. Bigfoot Museum. Off to the side of the Bigfoot Museum.
Yeah. Oh, the green
Flatwoods
monster.
And that is, I think that is that Sunday.
Yep.
That's
Some of the pictures
definitely
were for
Sunday.
Saturday morning and some were from Sunday.
Yep, that's Sunday. Sunday.
Yeah.
These guys were flipping awesome.
Yeah.
The camp right beside. That's big. Yep, these guys.
They were super nice.
Oh yeah, they were cracking open beers and offering beers. They hackled me when we were getting everything packed up, and I was like, something's not right here. And he goes, I thought all that stuff went into that bag. I said, I know, but I got to figure out what I did wrong here. And
Mhm.
guess what? I won. It went back in the bag.
That it did.
Flatwoods Monster. So, before you turn that, and she's too fast. In the back is a glass, a glass. Yeah, if I had your mouse, I'd show it to you. It's right there. But anyway, it is a glass figurine. Over to the right, yeah, right there.
Yep.
This is the only item that 2020 this glass company was able to really make, and if they didn't make that item, they were going to file for bankruptcy. They made the item and everybody sold them, everybody bought them. They made so much money that it was like one of their top years of top years. And that whole story is in this book. It really is. So to see from this book, actually seeing that item was like, hey, dude, that is awesome.
It was awesome.
Dude, I was just sitting here thinking, I know I've heard that story somewhere, and then you hold up the book, and I'm like, yeah, I've heard the story 4 times before in that book.
Yeah. This is part of the Bigfoot Museum. This is at the Walmart.
Oh, that was one at the
One's at
Walmart. Okay.
Walmart.
That is at the Walmart. And
Flatwoods Walmart.
right beside, no kidding, right beside the carts, you have this. There's almost nothing really in Flatwoods except for that being plastered. And it talks about it in that book of, hey, the Flatwoods never really did. Sutton took it, but you can find random items of the Flatwoods monster.
Bigfoot Museum.
So to be right honest, in that picture is the one person, and he was actually the other guy. He
With the
was
beard.
actually in the beard. Yeah, he was actually there at the Bigfoot Monster Festival.
Yep.
I looked at this picture when I sent it to you Friday, and I thought, what the hell is the dildo doing in there? I come to realize it's a foot casting.
Yep.
My bad.
And you wonder where your son gets this stuff. I
Creature
swear
dildo.
it's
That's how they
genetic.
started. When I
It's
saw that
genetic.
and started that whole line of creature dildos.
Whatever. Bigfoot going to shove it where it don't shine. So this was Sunday morning. No, that wasn't Sunday morning. Go back. That is the rain. After
that's
we got
Saturday.
in the rain. After the rain
Or
stopped,
Friday.
we took those pictures because it was still raining over there.
Yep. Over there.
Over there. More Bigfoot Museum.
Yeah.
And
Festival.
that's the I want to point out that this festival is in a low-lying area, and there was no flood.
Somehow.
But yeah, we were afraid it was going to be
Because
flood.
West Virginia doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's true. Farthest person I traveled to that festival was from California.
Yep.
That's the rain. There's also a video of us telling Jaden that he should have thrown a piece of jerky into the water god because the water god tried drowning us.
As an
Damn
offering,
jerky.
and not long after that was when the water stopped.
So that's Bigfoot Museum. Flatwoods Monster Museum. Great. I mean, it had a lot of stuff in there.
Like I say, as far as like comparing the two museums, the Bigfoot Museum was pretty cool, but the way the Flatwoods one was designed, like you came in and there was this giant space wall to wall, and the way they had it set up and arranged was so fucking cool.
You could drop a marble and it would shoot off to the one side of the room, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Older building.
The floor was not right.
Again, if you're a Fallout fan, the front of this museum does exist in the town of Sutton when you're in the game, and it's one of the rescue recovery. What's it called? Oh my God, there's a group that it's like a responders. The first responders building is right over there.
Yeah, right there. Right there is how much rain we got. We were talking about stuff. Yeah, this is where we're yelling. Go throw that jerky in there.
Yep.
We're like, go please the water god. Just seriously. And we're like, oh, he's not doing it. He goes, I am. It was a great time. Great time.
Well,
Raz's area was drying out a lot more than mine. There was a whole water dam of dirt.
there was, yep. I believe that parking block helped a lot.
Yeah, I have no idea why we can't hear it.
I
Weird.
don't either.
I know I sent that with water. That's when my car
Yeah, it has sound.
still had 90-day tags on it.
I wonder.
I wonder. I wonder. And the last thing I sent her was a 9-second video. So, basically,
We're gonna try something.
Trying something new. By the way, Friday got a new computer. Everybody know that?
Yay!
Yeah. My other one died a horrible, horrible death.
Freddie has a package coming soon.
Yay! I can't wait. So, birthday boy says hi.
Hello.
Yeah, Jenny will get a package.
I got. The video is sound working. Yay, sound works.
Yay!
Yeah.
I didn't hear the last part. I clicked the video.
I don't remember. Oh, I gave you
It's
5
something
Tales
about
from
the
Riverside books. I gave 3 for the kids, 1 for you, and 1 for Martha.
We love that. Hey, somebody's trying to get. Here. You can say hi. Hi.
Hello.
And daughter.
How are you?
Good.
It's awesome, buddy.
I not playing with Lego.
Oh, nice. I love Legos.
So, did you have a good birthday, buddy?
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Good. Glad that you had a good birthday. As you tried hugging me through the phone
I
earlier.
need to go party a lot.
Okay, you go.
Okay.
Boy.
Sorry, he's trying to crawl over and give you guys hugs. And I'm
Aww.
like, okay. Okay, here's the next one.
They got to follow yellow arrows. There's some on the ground, and this and that.
How lemmings do you think it's going to end up?
They, you know.
Yep.
You can do it!
I had to.
Yes.
I totally forgot that was in there.
Me too.
Okay, update. The water is starting to. Yeah, don't throw a piece of jerky in that.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's sacrificing to the rain gods.
He just ate it.
No, I love it.
We'll know if it starts storming again here in a minute.
Hey, you got a waterbed over there?
Actually, no. Not over here. It's just over in here and then the dam. And over there, it's mostly dry too.
So hopefully this ground sucks it up.
Yep.
Suck it up. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood of West Virginia. Look at this. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is now. I mean, everything's coming down.
Splish splash.
Raz, can you tell us what we're going through right now?
It's raining.
Ah, boy. This is the second day.
Yep.
And
we're dry.
yeah, we're dry. The wonderful Wandering Owl team here.
Oops, I grabbed my pants.
Yep. Is just enjoying this. Okay. As you can see, we are staying as dry as we can underneath here. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. All good. All good. But yeah. Wow.
Jaden, over you on sports.
So yeah, over the data for sports.
Our team sucks.
What team?
All of them. I don't care at this point.
The waterlogged dogs are.
I forgot about the orange sports.
Oh man.
Okay, update. Hey, Raz. What's the weather?
It's fucking raining harder.
So what's going on right now is that we are underneath this, okay? And we actually have water that has to be dumped off of our tents because the wind is pushing against our tents. And as you can see, yeah, if you notice, our down here is going to be
It's a terrible storm. The bewildered beast has been here.
yeah, we're oh god. You look out back of our tent here. You can clearly see. No kidding. That's how much water's just dumping off. We're all Yep. Why did you even move that?
Yep. Why'd you move that? You told me to move it. No, I told you to move it if it was getting wet.
It's fucking raining harder.
Yeah.
Okay, it finally came through. The one that I was missing.
It's so not fair. It's so close. It's so close.
I'm excited that Bewildered Beast made a visit during that trip.
I got to point out, we were out in Ponderosa, and I looked at Raz, and Raz is like, I said, are you okay? He's like, I'm about ready to get out of this car right now and walk over there and smoke. I looked down, I said, do you want me, like, drive over there, drop you off? And he goes, yes. So we drove over there, we let him get off. I go around, and magically, my parking spot was gone, and I'm like, oh, dude, now we got to park even further out there. But yeah, as we were watching it pour, we would hit the windshield wipers, and we could see people inside being so happy going,
oh, yeah.
It's like, jackass.
And I could hear them when I was where I was sitting because they were just laughing and talking and eating and clanking their plates. I'm like, son.
Well, we got it. We got it done. Great time. Everybody had a great time. Everybody was happy.
That was a great trip, man.
Yep. So Friday, you got any questions about this?
What was the coolest Flatwoods Monsters thing that you saw?
I
Honestly,
really liked that costume.
Yeah, I was about to say the costume, man. They made it for the first ever Flatwood Monster day that they had ever had. Someone had made it at a local school. It was like a theater thing. Someone had made, and they just decided to like keep it and preserve it. They donated it to museums. So that was definitely something I really, really liked. They also had movies playing, like the Flatwood Monster. Someone had made a horror film. They had a trailer for that playing. Someone had made a documentary. They had that playing on a screen in there.
Yeah, given a whole bunch of information about Braxton County.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there was like I think it used to be an old like soda shop, because there was this like soda shop style bar with stools and stuff you could sit at and like go through all these documents and older pictures and these books. That was really fucking neat. and then the very center of the entire museum had this like fake fireplace facade type thing, or maybe it was a real fireplace. I don't know. I can't remember. But like it was like these really nice like sitting couches and stuff where you just sit and look through shit and just hang out and talk.
They actually had a diorama about it was I it wasn't done in Legos, it was done in something. Someone actually made the entire scene and the people that actually seen it and this and that. It was really awesome to watch it.
Yeah. And my second favorite thing there at that museum was they actually had a mention of the Smiling Man, which is also part of the lesser known part of the legend about the Mothman stuff. And I was really excited to see Smiling Man stuff there because I never see anything about the Smiling Man.
Right? That I could not have had a happier trip. I mean, unless you have been able to turn on the AC and drop down the temperature. Jeez, that criminy. Like you would sit there. It was so hot. You would sit there and you were debating if your internal organs were cooking. It was bad.
Okay. Yeah, I live in Texas. I totally understand that.
Dude.
Imagine going through multiple summers with that, with no AC and just fans.
I thought I sharted, and I come to realize I didn't.
It was
I farted, and when I farted, I had so much sweat that was running down my back that it farted and sprayed, and it just gave the ooh, I'm wet.
Farted and
like,
sprayed.
Jesus criminy. And that was at Shoney's. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I think I made a mistake. And it's like, no, I got back. I was like, it wasn't. It was just a sweat fart.
One sour pickle.
What? Yes.
Okay.
Something about a sour pickle.
The buggy? Sorry, Dante's like, please may I have munchies? What about the Boggy Creek monster? And I saw it in the museum. What did you guys see about it?
Boggy Creek Monster. That was I think that was over at the Bigfoot Museum, wasn't it?
I don't remember seeing it.
They had a mention of a little bit in both museums, but more of it mostly it was over at the Bigfoot Museum. That was just one of the original tales of of Bigfoot, pretty much, in Boggy Creek. It was really cool, man. They didn't really have a lot about it there. They had more about it at the Bigfoot Museum, but mostly they had like a video, and some like still photos and stuff. But I mean, it's still pretty cool.
I don't know. I was having. There was so many people. It was so hot in there. I was just like, let's go, let's go.
And that was another instance that we kind of found out we might have been going backwards.
No, we were going the right way. Everybody else was going backwards.
Okay. Dude, the last time we had this instance, we were the only ones going backwards, so I just assumed.
Nope. Because the way that it is for you to go through the museum for the Bigfoot, you're supposed to go in this one door that's off to the right side of this little store.
Oh, right, yeah, and they were all just going into the store, then going in. Yeah, you're right. I remember that now.
Right. And it was, take all your items. You're supposed to go that way. And it's like, okay. And there were signs that said exit only. But the exit only signs were not right in a correct place, in my honest opinion. But,
Yeah. There's a lot of really cool shit at Point Pleasant. Like, seriously, if you're short on some cryptid gear, go to the trading company over there at Point Pleasant. That is the most expensive thing I've ever seen. The sheer amount of stuff that I would never even think of to make or to sell or just to want is all there, and I could literally spend an eternity there buying things, and I would be happy. I still have to get the Mothman Mountain Dew shirt. So I've got the Bigfoot one, even though I don't even drink Mountain Dew anymore. Still.
Okay. I have watched so many documentaries about this area, and then Stephen Harless has a book coming out about West Virginia through Faycore soon, so I'm like, oh wow, more West Virginia stuff. It's just a theme lately. But I love the cryptids. What was your favorite thing from Fallout that you got to see stuff about at this area?
Oh gosh. They had really well created 3D printed Pit Boys. This one booth. And they had them to where you could actually put your phone where the viewing screen was. The way it was made. That
I
was
want one so bad.
it was so awesome. And they had a cryptid there that's not a real cryptid. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's a giant monster. The something monster. Grafton monster. They actually had like scaled models of like 3D printed models of the Grafton monster and with amazing fucking detail. And that was really exciting to see. But honestly, there was like if you played 76, just drive in that area. Just all the storefronts there where the Flatwoods Monster Museum is. That whole section there with the first responders and everything is exact in the game. Now the Point Pleasant Museum, the original version of it, the museum wasn't quite in the right location. It looked very different. But then when they went back to the game, that one patch they did, they fixed it. So now it's all in the correct position in the game. The Cultist patch fixed all that. And now they have an expansion coming out this December that adds in that entire section of Ohio as an expansion of the actual normal map.
The Western,
Yeah, the Western Ohio expansion.
no, not the Western, the Eastern Ohio expansion.
No, it's
Yeah,
Western.
It's going west, but it's
okay, yeah.
Border of Ohio.
So they're putting a lot more of Ohio into the game too, and which makes sense because like between the bridges, just everything over there, like I cannot wait till they add that shit to go back and play it again. And then I promised Michelle now we have to do an expanded hunt through West Virginia. Because I'm trying to put together a multi-day driving tour of us going to all the sites from the game that we didn't get to see when I was there with Lyle. So Michelle's dying to go back and to see it all.
That's so that we can gear up for our New Vegas trip.
Yeah.
So that we can do the Fallout New Vegas route.
Yeah.
And go to Las Vegas.
But yeah, it was definitely a lot of cool stuff. The Flatwood Monster and the Nuka-Cola had a number of Fallout things in the museum. But I did see some things in little shops just around town in general that had little Fallout stuff. So that was really cool.
Okay. That is awesome. I would love to do that. Because I keep going back through that game. Technically, that is what we're doing right now with 4. Josh is playing 4 while we're doing this.
Yep, we're also that 4 was the only one that I had never beat with Michelle because she was the one that got me into Fallout.
Only one I've never beat either.
Yeah, so we've got a game of that going, and plus we're always playing 76.
And I started a New Vegas game recently.
Yeah, which she's got to restart over when I'm ready to play New Vegas. I think New Vegas and 76 are my favorites.
Dude,
New
Vegas.
So for the series, I would say 1, of course, because it's 1.
1 was cool though.
It made the series. But New Vegas is my favorite from the series. But bringing 76 and bringing that multiplayer aspect into the game so you beat other
that's cool, man.
vault dwellers. I like that.
Plus Jason Mewes does the voice in 76.
And Walton Goggins is going to be doing a voice in December.
Yeah, because they're bringing the ghoul into the game from the TV show with that December expansion.
Dude, I loved his storyline, Jason Mewes' storyline. That was so cool.
Oh, dude, yes. He was so fucking awesome in the bar, man. The first time they had that expansion.
In the others, you have like Machete.
Yep. Danny Trejo.
You've got Liam Neeson as your father in part 3.
Yep.
Yeah. And then also, dude, I had in my brain Worf from Star Trek.
Oh,
was a super mutant.
Yep.
Yeah. And the original Fallout voice was Ron Perlman.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And
Dude,
of course,
okay, let's get back on track
But yeah, I mean,
because we can fanboy.
oh yeah, like this was an awesome trip for me because one, anytime I got to spend with Pyle is amazing. I got to spend extra time with Budsy, and I love that fucking kid. And I got to be surrounded by Fallout stuff and cryptid stuff nonstop. Like this was like a highlight of my life kind of vacation, I'd say.
It was really awesome just being able to do the stuff and go out, and I love the mountains. And in the first episode of traveling out, we talked about how me and Myrtle Beach does not get along, and there's talks about a super highway being put in that goes from Michigan clear down to Myrtle Beach, and
Yeah.
that would be great just to get Chinese and come back because I do not like Myrtle Beach. I do like the trees, and I am really glad that this was something that we could enjoy together and
Yeah.
have time with.
Like, we never once, like, of all the obstacles we faced, nothing stopped us. We were just like, oh, well, that's cool. This is what we're going to do about it. And we didn't even think about it. We didn't talk about it. We did it.
Right, and that's one of the things that, when you're doing this stuff, sometimes you just gotta go with it. Make a idea of what you want to do, but it is just absolutely one of those things that, go ahead, take an opportunity, get down the road, find out where everything's going to happen at. Make sure you figure out where the bathrooms are.
Yep. Before
for
you shit
freak-
yourself.
For pity's sakes, who in the hell thought it would be a great idea to shut down 3 rest areas in a row? Good
Yeah.
Lord.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the one in Pick was almost back up and running, which
Yeah.
is awesome, but still, it's not there yet. Come on.
I know because I passed by there every time I go down to Michigan, and like the meeting shut down. It sucked.
And then they've got Monroe shut down. So that's the first rest stop in Ohio is shut down.
Yeah.
Off of 75.
Yeah.
And then you've got Pickwick shut down. So that's the second rest stop in Ohio shut down off of 75. And then you go up further and the next one's shut down.
Yep.
Trust me, I know that. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that I'm really grateful that we have the opportunity to go out and enjoy ourselves, have a great time. Sometimes when you go out, it could be a big trip or it could be a little trip. And you're just really thankful that you could enjoy yourself. Let me just point out, okay? Fallout 76 release date on stream was 2020.
Yep. It was the COVID game.
And, I've never played a Fallout game. I've never done anything with Fallout. I do not have Xbox. I do not have PlayStation. So, me doing these things was pretty interesting, but I can actually go and play this on my computer.
Yep. The first time I played it actually was on PC when it first came out.
Which is
we had actually
we pre-ordered the bicentennial edition or something.
It actually came out in 2018. 2020 is when the new expansion came out.
When everybody really started playing it, yeah. Because 2018 to 2020, it was so buggy that no one wanted to play it until they fixed it in 2020.
Well, like I said, the release date on Steam.
Oh, on Steam. Yeah, that makes sense.
Steam,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They usually wait on Steam till the bugs are mostly out of something before they'll put it on.
But yeah, we bought it. We actually bought it through Bethesda.
Mm-hmm. It's an awesome game, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's still on Steam. You can go ahead and buy it. It is $39.99, or you can get that in the Atom whatever it is.
Oh yeah, that's in-game currency, which you can earn if you play the game right.
Well, so no matter what, hey, like what I said when we started this first show, you don't know what's going to come at you, and sometimes finding out the awesome parts about the journey is the best part of the journey.
Yeah.
I mean, getting to your location is a yay, I made it there. But getting there is wow, I survived getting here.
Yeah, and not
That's
everyone travels to an alternate parallel reality on the way there and back.
yeah, I still don't know how in the heck that was just like really off.
Yeah.
But Friday, do you got any more questions about this episode?
Let's see. I think my last question will be to both of you. What would you say was your favorite part about the whole trip?
Favorite part about the whole trip? I
For
feel
me,
like
go ahead.
I feel like mine was surviving. Because it wasn't the doctor's phone call that I received. For fuck's sake.
For me, it was the family. You know, it was the companions that I got to share everything with. Man, they made this what could have been a travesty at every turn become something so awesome and fucking memorable. Man,
Oh, we were making fun of everything.
everything, each other, even it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, look at that truck driver. Geez, criminy.
Yep.
We were making fun of the bad drivers that couldn't drive. We were making fun of the fast ones. We were
Yep.
making fun of the ones that probably didn't make it to their locations.
Oh yeah, and I'll tell you, I have never had such a good time shitting myself.
Did you flash any truck drivers?
If you guys shit yourself, do it in West Virginia. That should be their new commercial.
Virginia is for lovers. West Virginia is for shitters.
Yep, exactly.
Shitters full.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that because I was about to. My shitter was full.
But no, West Virginia, go out, go visit it. If you live in West Virginia, come to Ohio.
Yep.
Visiting someplace is awesome. I love the mountains. That's what gets my attention. The one thing that we wanted to do, and when we were going, we just didn't have the time. Like, the time was, like, way out.
Yeah.
Mind you, my story with this whole adventure started at 6 o'clock in the morning, me leaving my house. No. It was 7 o'clock.
It was supposed to be 6 originally.
It was supposed to be 6. It turned into 7. And I took off. And when I took off, I went up to go get Budsy from Scout Camp.
Right.
And then, as we were getting through, we had to take all his Scout stuff. And you know what? Something popped up the other day about this whole venture because Budsy could not find his uniform and thought it was over here. And I told him, no, it was not. It was in your gear, and your gear went in your car. As soon as we got back to the house, we dropped that. We picked a few other items up and started heading to go get you, Raz. And when we did that, did we have more room? Probably not. Could we have got Jason in there? Absolutely. We would have put him on the roof if we had to.
Yep. No, there's enough room in the back seat. There definitely was enough room for another passenger.
Well, yeah, because all those cards.
I was on the way back.
Well, yeah, but I will say that Budsy did bring his banjo. He picked at it about 5 minutes, play away. And I'm like, really? You're in West Virginia.
I know.
This calls to you. But no matter what, we had a great time. We enjoyed ourselves. hopefully next time something like this comes, Jason can join us because we were in the beginning of this whole thing. Jason was supposed to go and Raz was unable to go.
And you
Well,
can
that
thank me
switched.
for breaking my ankle.
Yeah, if she hadn't broken her ankle, I wouldn't have been able to go.
Oh, hey, thank you for breaking your ankle. You did a great job. You took one for the team.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
PT and everything for this thing.
Still, yeah.
Hey, sacrifice had to be made, and you did a great job of standing up and saying,
Yeah.
I volunteer as tribute.
I don't remember what we were supposed to do that weekend.
We were going to go on vacation.
We were.
We had a pre-plan.
Oh, he went on a different vacation.
I did. Yeah, I still went on vacation.
And we can all thank Fred for me breaking my ankle.
Technically, part of you went on vacation. Your ankle.
Exactly.
But like I said, then we can all thank Fred for me breaking my ankle.
Yep, it's Fred's fault.
Hey, I'll thank everybody under God's creation for making it possible.
Let me know when we're planning the next one so I can unattach that step from the front porch.
So anyway, is there any more questions?
I have one that's not related to this. Real quick. Have you ever had your GPS quack at you? Like an actual duck sound quacking at you?
No, it said, "That's Plum. Let's go to the promenade."
No, the pavilion.
The pavilion.
And then a duck sound going quack, quack. Like we were just trying to DoorDash some shit, and it just suddenly said all that things, and then ducks are quacking at me, and a duck, like actual duck sounds.
My Waze used to be Ghostbusters.
Oh, this was not themed or anything. This was just the normal Google Maps, and everything was fine all day. Then all of a sudden, that's Plum. Let's go to the pavilion. Quack, quack. And I cannot find. I do with the message boards, Reddit. I cannot figure out what the fuck was going on with my GPS. I just had to tell someone else about that because I thought it was going to ask me if I had any grapes, but nope, it did not.
No, it just told us about plums.
I have an answer for you, Ray.
Yep.
Quack, 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 quack. Go ducks.
I love those.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that we are through it all. And, as a person that is probably the most traveling out of us all, because that's what my job is, to drive around, I would like to thank you guys. And also, I do want to point out here, let me put my camera back. Way you guys can see my face. I want to thank for everybody that watches our shows, watches this one. Hopefully you go out and kind of look for the same things that we were able to do. Anybody can go down the interstate and see this fireworks store that's selling, scoosh-a-doos and scoosh-a-dones.
Skibbity toilets.
Yeah, but one of the best things about traveling is you never know what kind of adventure you're going to have until you start having that adventure.
Yep.
So please always buckle your seatbelt, put your vehicles in the upright position, because it's going to be a heck of a travel. And we hope that you guys go out and let us know about our wonderful traveling owls. And who knows, maybe we'll be down the same road. Friday wants to say something, so I'm going to shut up. And
okay, you should put your vehicle in the upright position, and the only thing I can picture is that truck I sent you, where he literally did put his rig in the upright position.
Yeah, well, I flipped one before, so it wasn't in the upright position.
Let's call the down left position.
No, it's called it was tired. It was a Saturday morning, and I told them I didn't want to take that trailer, and they said, do it anyway. Anyway, hey, I hope you guys all have yourself a wonderful evening, and hopefully as we continue this show, maybe, who knows? Maybe you'll be the waitress that is the super ninja
Yes.
at one of the places that we stop. Or maybe you're the gas station attendant that just looks at me and goes, "You guys ain't from around here, are you?" No, we're not. Perhaps you're the person that's coming up and saying, "Do you guys have reservations?" As I've been camping for 2 days and you not notice me.
Or maybe you're the
Who
guy in a
knows?
Sasquatch costume.
Yeah, maybe you're the guy in the Sasquatch costume that was probably sweating more than I was, and if he farted, he probably soaked himself.
Yep.
Not soiled. So no matter what, we appreciate you guys, and go out, have your own adventure, and hopefully,
Yeah.
you're one of the traveling owls. Let us
And if
know
you found
your
my
story.
boxers in a trash can, my bad.
He's not joking. It was in the trash can.
Okay.
It
To
was
the
bad.
nurse that made my yesterday bearable, if you're watching, I would like to thank you. To all a good night.
Greetings and shabibans. We are the Retro Reductopus Cephala Podcast, a long-form bi-weekly show that celebrates all the things that made growing up awesome.
Well, that sounds good, but I don't know what all those words mean.
I think what Parasite Steve's trying to say is that on Retro Redoctopus, we explore a range of retro goodness, from toys, video games, and movies, to cartoons, and even snacks and school lunches.
Oh.
And we do it all with a positive spin, a slew of killer guests, and some very adult language.
And you know what else is cool?
No.
This crazy show is part of the Door King Podcast Network with new episodes every Tentacle Tuesday.
What's that?
And if waiting 2 weeks for a new episode gives you a sad, know that we drop bonus episodes all the time, like the off-format Crow's Nest and an interview series we call The Brig.
You can listen to Retro Octopus on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or any app that's cool enough to carry the only show that celebrates all the things that make growing up awesome.
And we're back, just to leave again.